Mr. W is a 57-year-old man who was admitted 2 days ago for blackened necrotic second and third toes on his left foot. Mr. W has a past medical history notable for diabetes, peripheral arterial disease, status post right femoral bypass and stent, and left leg double stent, DVT, removal of right second toe, diabetic peripheral neuropathy, and end-stage renal disease. He was admitted to the BIDMC 2 days ago for evaluation of a painful, tender, black left second and third toe. Mr. W was in his usual state of health until 2 months prior to admission, when he noticed his toes starting to degenerate. He does not recall any trauma to his toes, although the toes were painful, swollen, tender, and had a clear discharge. He was followed by a podiatrist who debrided his toes regularly. No infection was noted, and he was not given antibiotics. Over the 2 months, Mr. W noticed a continual decline in the status of his toes, and 3 days prior to admission, there was a yellow discharge and the toes had become blackened. Mr. W denied fever, chills, night sweats, nausea, vomiting, and Mr. W reported claudication and excruciating pain and stiffness upon walking 1 block. He also reports shooting pain when sitting. Since admission, the vascular stature of Mr. W's left foot has been evaluated. There is no evidence of osteomyelitis, and Mr. W is scheduled for amputation of the 2 gangrenous toes tomorrow. He is scheduled also for an angiogram tomorrow. Mr. W had a similar experience with his right foot last year and had the right second toe removed. Mr. W was diagnosed with diabetes 12 years ago. At the time of diagnosis, Mr. W weighed 400 pounds at 6'2", a BMI of 51.2. He now currently weighs 200 pounds. Mr. W's past medical history is notable for the peripheral arterial disease, atherosclerosis, end-stage renal disease. Fistula was placed in fall 2011, and he currently undergoes dialysis 3 times weekly. His transplant evaluation status is unknown. Diabetes mellitus, as described in the HPI, because he's currently on dialysis, he no longer requires insulin. A diabetic neuropathy, he's suffered for 10 years and managed with oxycodone. A DVT, 2 DVTs in his right leg, and he currently is maintained on aspirin daily. Hypercholesterolemia, he's maintained on simvastatin, and the date of his last stress test is unknown. Hypertension, unknown length of history, currently treated with hydralazine and amlodipine. Hepatitis B, history unknown. Morbid obesity with the history of a 200-pound weight loss, and